Hey, what's up guys? Footy Manager TV here, and this is episode 10 of my Arsenal Let's Play in Season 2. And quickly before the episode gets underway, I just want to show you this new skin I'm using. It's Alavanja 13 Eyegasm skin. They have other ones. As you can see, I was using the other one previously, but that was like a Borussia Dortmund based one. They also make some for specific teams, so that's very good as well. They have about 5 or 6 different ones, but this Eyegasm one, it was just actually released a couple days ago, and it looks fantastic. So it's the best one they have made so far, in my opinion, and I'm using that, and you can have a look at that. And I usually get a new skin basically so it freshens the game up. When you're starting to get bored of the game, it makes it more fun as well. And I've got some new face packs as well, updated of over 120,000 players. So I was missing a couple face packs of some players and some updated ones as well. So like I said, it makes the game a bit more fresh. It makes you more excited with the game, more fun to play as well. As you can see, fantastic looking right here. Was playing my Stoke City one last night. Got a few. I'm gonna do that after my Arsenal episode. So continue with my Arsenal one now. And you might have seen I had low graphics, like the stars out of 5 or whatever it is. That's just because I'm recording at the moment and it lowers the stars, and that's how it goes. But I am gonna get. I know I've said it quite a while ago, but I'm in the process of getting a better computer, so maybe I can do the matches in 3D. Or tell me if you like matches in 3D, or if you still enjoy them in the 2D classic. Because I still, to me, the 3D it doesn't seem that good in my opinion. It's not a really high level yet in my opinion. I really still like the classic 2D because that's what I've been using since 2008. So yeah, it's a bit weird if I change it. And yeah, just to show you some like how it looks. If you go to see Kawasaki Honda, who is gonna join us in next season, looks fantastic here. I got the blue. You can choose different backgrounds, but I like the blue the best because I like the darker ones. If you go to black, it sort of darkens the club icons or logos and these country logos. So I'll leave it on this dark blue one, and that really suits the best for me, especially being Arsenal. The red and blue it mix really well. So Kawasaki Honda, he's going to join us, so he's going to suit that attacking midfielder role fantastically. But we don't really play that. We have it in one formation. You know, we've got a very attacking formation and the general formation we've been using in last season. As you know, that one, the more defensive 4-3-3, but then we've got this very attacking one that I use in my Stoke City career. But Stoke City, I've got a couple more variations of this tactic, and it's been doing very well. I'm going to do my next episode of that soon, like I said. And we've got to check out what's our next match going to be. Yeah, it's Manchester United in the Capital One Cup. I think it's like a semi-final or something like that. Yep, semi-final leg 2. Oh yeah, we lost the first one 2-1. So hopefully we can get a positive result here, and we could win this actually. I'm not sure. I don't think away goals count in like these English ties, like in the Capital One Cup and FA Cups. I'm not sure, but I just want to win outright anyway. So hopefully we can do that. If not, we just got to see what happens. And how far away is that? Oh, okay, that's about, how much is that? Yeah, 4 days away. Yeah, that's not too much. So, yeah, we've got a couple things going on. As you can see, I'll show you, like, with the face pack, what I mentioned. If I can go back, Christopher Olsen, he didn't have a face before. Like I said, I downloaded a big one, as you can see, but he's probably not going to be good enough for the team. He's got 2.5-star report, and if you check out his coach report right here, he's got a 2.5 report, like I said, and he has potential to be a good Premier Division attacking midfielder in the future. So I'm not sure about those players. The players that have the potential just to be a good Premier Division player in the future, do you think it's worth offering them a new contract or just letting their contract run out? Because usually I only want players in my reserves and under 18s that are going to be leading players in the Premier League. But if you think it's worth offering him a contract, then maybe we can sell him on for even more money in the future. Leave your comments, but let's just continue over the next couple days. As you can see, Manchester United, they're just unstoppable in the league. I can't really, and I lost against Burnley 1-0, even though we dominated that match as well. With possession, there's not much you can do, and it's going to be really hard to win the league from here. So maybe I've got to just focus my attention to winning the Champions League, because I've done well I won the Premier League last year, obviously, and our first match is against, well, we're playing Inter in the first knockout round, so I think that's achievable. They're not, like, it's better than drawing someone like Real Madrid or Barcelona, so I suppose that was a positive sign, but our form hasn't been great. But those away matches, you know, the away matches, they've always been tricky for me. And I thought the away 4-3-3 would be actually a good formation for away. And Fabianski, his contract is running out at the end of the season, so I'm trying to sell him right now. I'll sell him at the right price, I should say. Lots of people are actually interested in Fabianski, interestingly enough. And then Garmash, he's got a new face as well that I downloaded. Like I said, to keep it fresh as well. He's improving greatly. Like I said, he's the ideal replacement for Alex Song. He's an attacking defensive mid, can assist. As you can see, 4 assists this year. But for me, he's always had his problem with morale. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure. Ever since he's joined the team, he's had a problem with morale. It's always been poor or very poor. But he's really improving greatly. He's going to be a fantastic player for us. And yeah, hopefully he can just keep improving. Still young, only 23. Olsen, I also use my director of football, Pantaleo Corvino, so he can accept like loan transfers for reserve players and under 18 players. As you can see, he's a fantastic. Look at that, 20 working with youngsters, 18 man management, and all just these high attributes right there. He could be a good scout as well. So I'm using that for him to sign. I'm pretty sure I put him to sign young players for us, but still I put me to confirm that because, yeah, you know, sometimes coaches, they can make a mistake or something for a player that I don't think may not be good enough. As you can see here, finds and makes offers for young players for the future, but I put me to finalize those signings. So I definitely think that's a good move, and obviously for him to sign the staff because, yeah, that's something I'm not really interested in doing. And, you know, towards the end of the season, you have to offer so many scouts new contracts, and I can't really be bothered with that. So I hope you think he'll do a good job with those attributes right there. As you can see, Fabianski, Manchester City actually made an offer. Let's just go ahead and accept that because his contract is running out at the end of the season. So Manchester City, I'm not sure about you, but they always seem to sign, no matter what game I've played, they always seem to sign my reserve goalkeepers when I put them up for transfer. Even if it was, I had a game of Leeds United a couple years ago. I transfer listed a goalkeeper that was not good enough for my team in Leeds, and Manchester City bought him. So they just always seem to want to buy backup goalkeepers for whatever reason. Not sure why, but that's just something they want to do, I should say. And the reason I'm letting him go, you would look at his attributes, but he wants first team football, and he's really unhappy with that. So I really got to let him go. But he's done well for us when he's came in. He played one game last season. He played one in the Champions League. Even though he conceded 2 goals, he got an 8.30 rating. So he definitely still is a good goalkeeper. But we got Wojciech Szczesny, and he's just a superstar right now. You can't stop him. He's only 23 as well, or I'm not sure if he's 24 now, but he's just dominating. Also, Andre Ayew scored 10 goals this season, playing him a bit of left back while David Santon is injured, unfortunately. But I'm sure he'll come back bigger and better after the injury. He's fantastic attributes, still only 23 as well. I'm building this very young team that hopefully in a couple seasons should be unbeatable. Unfortunately, we're not at that stage yet, but we're developing into that, which I like to see. Look at Szczesny. Look at those high attributes right there. And still, 23, that's so young for a goalkeeper. You'd see he's only improving. He's only going to still keep improving and getting better, which is crazy. And like I said, one player I've got for the future, Harvey Darby. We signed from Crew Alexandra. Only 16 years of age. He's definitely got the potential. In his information, touted as the next Joe Hart as well. So he's got that potential in him. 5-star report. Fantastic. One-on-ones are 15 already. I fully expect that to be 20 out of 20 once he reaches his peak. But I'm definitely going to try and get through these. Simulate until the Manchester United match away as well. So I definitely want to get a result, especially we're probably not going to win the Premier League this season, unfortunately. And I'm not going to be stopping this because actually another thing I want to show, and I hope you don't mind me showing all these things in my career, because I thought to myself, people want to see more than just me playing the matches. You want to see some info in the career, how my players are going, leaderboards like this as well. If I go show myself and see what we can get here, it shows Stoke because that's the last game I played before I saved, obviously. And there's my points right there. But if I go to FM right there, single game, and show myself right here, I'm a bit higher. That's how much I got in the first season with Arsenal, and I suppose continue through this season as well. So that's what I'm actually trying to do. I'm trying to go high in the leaderboards, but I doubt I'll get too high because I'm pretty sure people at the top have played like over 30 seasons, so I doubt I'll get that much, especially if making videos as well. But I'd be happy to maybe get 10 done because I want to play it heaps now, and at least 10 throughout all my careers. I started a Nottingham Forest one, but I'm not sure if it'll be just too much to do. Maybe if you want me to play the career and just do yearly updates, if you want to see that, leave your comments. yearly updates of my Nottingham Forest save, because I want to do a lot, obviously, to get high in the leaderboards. So maybe even 6 monthly saves, like at the end of January transfer, then the end of the season, and that kind of thing. Leave your comments so I know if you'll be interested in that. And yeah, let's just move on from here. I'm not really interested in these scouting or these scouts right now because I don't really... My team is solid right now. I just sold Podolski because of having too many attacking players. Also, I love people to leave comments on what you think of my team, where you think I should improve, what players you think aren't good enough. I got Kieran Gibbs right now. I would have tried to offload him in this January transfer window, but because of David E. Santon being injured, I got to keep him right there for backup. But when he is gone, when David E. Santon is back, I'm probably going to try and sell Kieran Gibbs because, yeah, I think we're going to have enough backup. And here, reach 100 games. Oh, it's going to be my 100th game against Manchester United. Hopefully we can make a positive result for my 100th match. And maybe get make Manchester United's confidence go down a bit because it's going to be hard to come back from the Premier League here. I suppose all we can do is hope Manchester United slip up a bit and we can just keep getting positive results. I suppose I have to move to my attacking formation to make sure we always pick up wins. But last year we won the Premier League with the tactic I use, so it does dominate in match. Often I have 60 plus possession, so I'm not sure. It's just the goal scoring. I suppose it's just my players' confidence and the training, that kind of thing. And also another player I wanted to show if I go into the reserves. And like I said, I want to show a lot of my players. Hopefully you want to see that as well. Nathaniel Mass, another regen player, another future prospect. And I know I've signed a lot of these regen players, but I'm not going to keep all of them, obviously. Some I'm going to keep, and some I'm going to sell on for profit. And that's how I make money. And then I can obviously buy better players in the future. So, as you can see, he's improving. And that was due to sending him out on loan to Barnsley in Empower League 1. Scored 6 goals, not bad return for his first loan out for an English team. But here, Chuba Akpom. I want to know if people think this guy can develop into a Premier League player. He's got a 4-star report, as you can see. I got the face for him. He seems as a good player. He seems pretty tall as well, 186 centimeters, 13 pace. So he's good in the air, fairly strong. I know his strength is only 9, but he's fairly tall. Very good finishing, 14. Some good attributes, good dribbling as well, good technique. So yeah, leave your comments. 14 long shots as well. Leave your comments. And look at that, 21 goals in 22 matches. So he's doing pretty good. Leave your comments if you think he'll be good enough. But now, I just want to try and get... Okay, here's some young players right here. Any regens that might be good enough. This is how I find my regens. I just get my scout out to the best teams pretty much, and best under 20 teams like Italy, that kind of thing. I'm probably going to analyze more, not in like when I do my episodes, because I can analyze it more. He's a seemingly very good central defender, but we've got heaps for the future. As you know, I might as well show you an update of my best prospect, in my opinion, at least. Where are we? We've got Alvaro Vidic. So we've got so many players on loan. He's on loan at Southampton. He's getting the experience this season. 4 goals and 13 appearances for a winger. Very impressive. He's moved up to 16 pace now. So he's definitely improving in that pace area. And where are we right here? Oh yeah, Aitor. He's on loan at Real Betis as well. We've got so many players on our books right here. So we're going to make so much profit and have good potential as well. Kasper Christensen, only 16. I gave him appearance in the Premier League, and look how good he looks right now. He's 16 for heading right now. Going to be a superstar. I know we've got a lot of prospects, and hopefully you can enjoy seeing that. If not, if you think I'm talking too much about my players, I won't focus on it too much. But if you actually do want to see that, I will do that. But now we're moving. Like I said, Derby, he's improving very well. He's going to be our future player. But like I said, Wojciech Szczesny, he's only 23. We could easily play him until he's like mid-30s pretty much. You know, goalkeepers, they don't really decline too much. And anyway, moving on to our match against Manchester United in the Capital One Cup semi-final. I'd love to get a positive result here. I'm not sure whether to go with my full attacking formation or not. Garmash, let's see if we can put Wilshere there. And yeah, I'm not sure whether to go full attacking or just go with a more defensive formation. But to me, we have to go out and win. So I'm just going to go with the attacking formation, even though we're playing away. I've got to get Mertesacker back in there for Varane, even though he's improving very well, got to put Mertesacker as the limited defender, Koscielny as the central defender. Let's put Wallace in the right wing back. Obviously, there early, probably he's not good enough against the really big teams. We'll get Andre Ayew, rested him in the last match. I suppose that may have resulted in the loss to Burnley, unfortunately. Like I said, we did dominate the match. They just scored one goal and we couldn't find the net. Walcott, after an amazing season last season, this season he isn't really stepping up. As you can see, he had a couple injury problems. That's probably resulting to that. But last season he was fantastic. So he's not really repaying that form. I'm not sure why it is, but... And also, Severe Tater, got a new face of him also. He looks very good. Anyway, moving on. A very solid player, 21 years of age. He's good attacking, and yeah, he's going to be fantastic in those centre mid positions, creating goals. He's got 17 technique. I see him as just a great prospect for the future. And as you can see, his preferred moves, I put it there so you can see it straight away. Tries killer balls often and dwells on the ball, but I also like to move it to the positions mod so you can see what his best position is. And deep lying playmaker from the ones we use. Well, in the attacking formation, advanced playmaker, yeah, we don't really use that. So, Garmash, I don't like his morale. I'm not sure why it is. His morale is just always down. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have no idea why it is. Wilshere, going to bring him in that centre mid defensive position. Ramsey, yeah, he's not good enough in my opinion, like against the really high teams. Unless Gervinho's actually been doing really good getting assists lately, so I'm going to put him in. Sarabia also. Yeah, he hasn't done amazing as I expected. Marco Verratti, I'm going to take him up for Garmash to put him off the bench because Garmash's morale is terrible. And if you see Marco Verratti, his morale, it should be decent, I think. As we check it out here, his morale is okay and he's developing well. Unfortunately, going back to PSG, I probably won't sign him next year because I'm pretty sure next year PSG would regard him as a first-team player. I was really surprised. Look at his attributes again. For that kind of player, sending out on loan, creativity 18. I suppose he's improved a bit being at our team with our good training facilities. Yeah, but I'm really going to look to use him in the second half of the season as he has improved. So, should I start Falcao? He's a fantastic striker, but Oliver Giroud, he's been fantastic. Just scoring all the time, 18 finishing. Look at that, last 3 matches he's played, he scored, apart from the Blackburn match if you miss out that, but then he scored twice against Fulham. And yeah, he's been in scoring form. So, and I didn't play him against the Burnley match. Gave Falcao a chance or Walcott. So yeah, that was a kind of mistake. And Giroud, he's on form. So he's fantastic. If you compare him to last year, like I said, I am showing a lot of this information. So please leave your thoughts if you like seeing all this information about my team. I'm sure you do. Instead of me just playing the matches, I definitely want to show information about my players. And yeah, we're getting Wallace in there. He's an improving player as well. He's a future player in that right wing back or right back role, improving very well. Not there, he was before. I suppose he just had a bit of injury problems lately and not being 100% fit. And he can play both sides, full back, fantastic. I love that. And he's very good on both feet, so that's fantastic. And cuts inside, shoots from range, and runs with the ball. That's fantastic for a full back. And 5-star report, he's going to be a key player. He's going to replace Dani Alves as a future right back for Brazil, even left back if needed as well. And Bernard, giving him the games as he really wanted that. And I see him as a future prospect, as a lot of my players are. So, yeah, in like 2 or 3 seasons, I see my team being unbeatable. I'm not sure about you, what you think about my young players and getting those young guys like Lionel Rossi and other regen players to develop in the team. We could be unbeatable. But the only problem is we got fantastic strikers in Falcao and Giroud, but they're going to obviously, they're going to be a bit older then. But to me, when they're 30 years of age, they're still going to be good enough because their key attributes is not pace. So I'm just seeing my team, if that's good, everything is good right here. You've got some pace off the bench. I think this could be good to give us a chance to win. Bernard, attacking midfielder. Actually, we're going to take Oxlade-Chamberlain off. I'm not sure to put Bernard there or Sarabia. I'm going to put Sarabia right there because he seems a bit more better in that attacking midfielder role. And I just want to see how he goes in that position. If he does well, he may make that position himself or make the position his, as Wilshere as well. He hasn't done fantastically, but you have to go out with this attacking formation to try and win this match by a couple goals. You know, we're losing in the first leg. And look, very strong team. Van Persie, Rodrigo, Valencia, all great players. Very similar formation, I suppose. Ours is a bit slightly more attacking. Both of us not playing a defensive midfielder. And you can see how this looks with his new skin as well. A top scorer, I always love to see the top scorers to see if they're good enough at all. Nah, he's too old for my team, and he's going back to Dijon in France, I think that is. But anyway, moving on. Toby Alderweireld, Manchester United signed him. Fantastic defender. He's good. Very similar to Vermaelen in our team, obviously our captain. He's very similar to him, so he's a very good passer, can play defensive midfield. Obviously he's probably not a realistic signing for us as Manchester United signed him. I loved looking in these top goal scorers to see if there's anyone no one really. There are a lot of older players, but sometimes you find a good young player, but there doesn't really seem to be anyone. So anyway, moving on. Oliver Giroud, he obviously our key player with dominating recently, but Johnny Evans and Toby Alderweireld as the two central defenders. No Nemanja Vidic, that's a key thing. So in case he comes on, just do hard tackling. Rio Ferdinand as well. So maybe that's something we can exploit. And they've got Chris Smalling and Martin Olsen as the fullback. So that's something I may look to exploit. Martin Olsen, obviously he's got blinding pace, but for me, he's not that great technically as a defender, but he seems to be doing well. But obviously, he would have done better at Manchester United than at Blackburn. Obviously, his ratings will be different because he's at a great team. Obviously, he'll do better. And that's the same thing I'm thinking with Kieran Gibbs. He seems very similar because he's got the pace, just a little bit slower, but he's still got a pretty good pace, 16 pace right now. And yeah, he's doing a very good job, I should say. Pierre Mertesacker, 7.69 rating, fantastic. Just tell him to go out there and enjoy themselves. Unfortunately, Wojciech Szczesny, he's looking overly relaxed, but I'm sure he knows what to do. Yeah, he knows what to do in this match. And as you can see here, we can check out all this thing right here. Passing percent. I definitely like to see that, so you got some information with that. Hopefully we can score early. If they score, it may be hard for us to win here. As you can see with the attacking formation, the crosses this year, they score so much. I'm not sure about you, but I concede a lot from corners, or from crosses, I should say, I've noticed. Mertesacker hopefully can score here, and hopefully that wasn't the chance there. Highlight. Pablo Sarabia finds Wallace attacking in that wing-back position. Hopefully can get the crossing, gets past Badalj. Wilshere in the box. Tater, can he do something? Love to pass it around the box, not cross. Oh, that's a goal. Sarabia, like I said, putting him into that attacking midfielder position, and he scores. Fantastic goal right there. I'm actually gonna try and play him in that attacking midfielder role because Jack Wilshere is the only natural player we have in that position. So I'm looking for him to step up in that position. Because he hasn't done really fantastic in the wing positions, like out wide on the left. He's done okay, as you can see, latest events, updates, Sarabia scoring. I'll just show you his attributes as well, just so you know how he's developing. Fantastic player, only still 21. Look at those attributes right there. He doesn't have blinding pace, only 14, but he's got great crossing as well, but very good dribbling. Leave your comments if you think he'll be good in that attacking midfielder role. So, but obviously when I go back to my more defensive formation, we don't have that attacking midfielder role. We just have the centre mid, so maybe then I'll put him as an inside forward, which I think he can be good as, but in this formation, the wingers are naturally wingers, not inside forward. So, yeah, leave your comments what you think his best natural position is, and if you think I should keep using this attacking formation or just rotate it in between my more defensive 4-3-3. So, I'm very happy with my performance there. I'm not sure if we're going to win, because it's a draw right here. I'm not sure, I'm really not sure if we're going to need another for away goals or not, but I doubt it's going to count. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but that's why I just want to win the match for sure. But we'll just see what happens. I just want to keep going into attack. Koscielny, as you can see here, shows highlight. Pretty pointless right there. Let's see our passing percentage. 94 by Jack Wilshere. But you really expect that in the centre. Like the defensive mids, I always want them to do shorter passing than the rest of the team. So that results in that. Giroud, can he continue on his good form? Wallace, he's attacking so much down that right wing back. Maybe I don't want it that much. But Wilshere, great interception. Can he create something here? Penalty, is that? Javinho, can he find someone? Safir Tater, can he finish? Oh, so close there. Tater, I'm not sure if you can tell, but Tater, he's going to become one of my favourite players in the team. As you know, the reason I signed him because he won like a young player award. And he outdid... wait, I'll talk about that next. Van Persie scores... as you would expect. Yeah, actually, what was I going to say? Yeah, on Safir Tater, he won a Best Under 20 Player Award, and he bet out Carlos Fierro. As you know, he's a very good young prospect. He came second in that award, and Tater, he came first, so that definitely shows he can be a good prospect. Unfortunately, we're going to have to get another goal here, and yeah, I may have to change things up a little bit. Any players that's underperforming, I may have to take them out. Again, Bernard, his morale is really poor. We've got a few players with poor morale, so actually I'm going to bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain. Hopefully he can do well. I may bring him in, chuck Sarabia out wide in his natural position, and yeah, maybe Jack Wilshere as well. His rating is not great, plus he's fairly poor morale as well. So let's get Marco Verratti in, see if he can do something there. And I might as well, Javinho, yeah, he's not doing great, so I'm going to take Javinho off, really low rating. Anyone else can make an impact. Aaron Ramsey, actually I'll put Ramsey in the attacking midfielder, and then put him out wide, and that should do very good in my opinion. Yeah, very good natural players there. And let's see what we can do here. Going to put relax, no pressure, and let's see what that does for our team. And hopefully we can make a comeback victory. And yeah, I've got my Stoke episode coming up next as well. My tactics are coming along nicely with this attacking one, but also more other variations. Like I said, it does very well because when I get in the lead, I can play the more defensive to make sure I hold on to that lead. But something very interesting I'll show you when that episode is out. But yeah, but I won't be too disappointed if we lose this match right here because Capital One Cup, it's not really the key thing I'm looking forward to. I'd rather win the FA Cup, but more so the Champions League. But somehow, I'm hoping Manchester United slip up and we can just come back somehow, but I doubt it. They're playing fantastically right now. But I suppose at home, if we hold them to 1-1 right now, I suppose we're doing okay, this formation. So if I think about thinking about solely the formation, it seems to be okay if we can hold them to a 1-1 draw at home. But I'm going to have to get the ball forward here because nothing seems to be happening. And I'm not sure if you have noticed, but in key highlights, there doesn't seem to be much. If you put on extended, I'm not sure if you want to see that, but it may make the videos longer, as I just want to see mostly goals. But it does show close chances as well. So I just got to see what happens from here. I just got to wait till all this happens. Unfortunately, we conceded that late goal. They were going to score here, are they? Yeah, from a corner. Bad defending again. Own goal, of course. And yeah, we're probably going to lose this match right here. Reaching the semi-final of the Capital One Cup, not a disaster. It's probably the least important competition, but you always want to win the competitions you're in. So, unfortunately, we couldn't get the win here unless there's like some late drama, but I doubt there would be. At least we give some experience to Wallace, a really young key player. He's going to be fantastic. And yeah, this is going to be it here, I would imagine. We're not going to score 2 goals here, so it's not going to matter, regardless of 1 goal as well. Lindegaard gets it forward. And yeah, this formation hasn't been really attacking as I would expect it to be. Manchester United through to the final, deservingly so. At least they're in another competition, and morale is really poor right now. That's just at least that makes the morale a bit better. But I'm definitely gonna have to have a team meeting. As you can see, again we have more possession, but nothing was made of it. If you go to match stats right here, yeah, no one had clear chances. At least we reduced them to having no clear chances at home against, but they still scored twice. And it was an own goal, I suppose. But the first thing first, we got to have a team meeting to get up this morale right here. We're definitely not playing as good as last season. I'm not sure why it is. I suppose it's just one of those things in football, like Manchester City this season in real life. It's just one of those things. I'm going to go with assertive. I'll choose the last option here. And let's see if we can get everyone getting motivated. That's good. Let's ask the captain, Thomas Vermaelen. Let's see what he has to say. He says we need to buck our ideas up. And we need to do it soon because the chance for winning the Premier League once again is running out. Let's ask the room as well. Hopefully they will agree with him. Pierre Mertesacker, he's good to know we're on the same page. And let's just address the team. I always do passionate when agreeing with them. And that's the sort of reaction we're after. No players reacted badly. 22 players reacted well. Exactly what I was looking for. And hopefully that could make our morale better. Let's see what it did. As you can see, improving to some fairly good and okay. Better than fairly poor, I guess. Anyway, moving on from that, and let's just see our emails right here. We got defeated, and obviously that's not what I would rather do well in the Champions League than that competition. If you see who we're playing against Inter like I showed. So, as you can see, future players coming to the team. Lionel Rossi, I might as well finish on him. This guy is going to be so good in the future. Finishing, dribbling, all 15. I expect those to be 20 in the future, being only 16, so... he's just fantastic. He's already played 8 times for the under-20s, being only 16. Going to be a fantastic player. Scored 4 times with 6 off-the-bench appearances. So he shows he can score a goal without much time being on the pitch, or ground, I should say. So yeah, hope you enjoy this episode. Yeah, I said pitch or like soccer pitch, because I suppose my key sport in Australia, obviously AFL. Yeah, kind of get like with all these games, obviously going to get mixed up with pitch, ground, that kind of thing. But anyway, that's it for now. As you can see, I've got heaps of wage budget. I'm not sure. Looking at also, last thing before I finish this episode, where do you think I should improve my team, or do you think I should just keep playing my younger players and gradually they'll get better? Because obviously David E. Santon, we're missing him at left back. That's definitely something we're missing at the left back position. And yeah, I'm not really sure. We just got young players, and they're gonna just gradually improve. So I'm not really sure if we need a really another like a good signing, or maybe out wide in the wings, maybe sell Javinho. He's not like an outstanding player, and yeah, I'm not really sure who would want to come to our team. Let's just check it out right now. If we go to the transfer center and check out players that would want to come to our team, like who's the most valued player. See, if you see here, I was searching for contracts expiring in a year. Let's check out this guy from Angie. Yeah, he's not really a superstar. We could get on a free transfer, but we have got a Kawasaki Honda coming in. Sorry, losing my voice once again. But hopefully you do like these long episodes. And let's see, Ganzo, Hulk. Let's see 5-star reports here. Who, Isco, he would have went to Atletico Madrid, maybe unrealistic signing. Yeah, which players out of all the... Look at all the Brazilian players in the top right here. Brazil, just fantastic players right here. Let's check out 5-star reports. Who do we have right here? A lot of regens, but I don't want that. I want a player that's good enough already. Goalkeepers, Shaqiri from FC Bayern. May look to change teams. If you think he could be, get him instead of, if I sell Javinho and buy him, you think that could be a good trade, a good swap of positions? Or do you think it's my tactics? But my tactic, it won me the Premier League last season, so it must be my players. And I've added a new attacking tactic, which is doing well. Well, my players still need time to gel with it. And if you look at the results, it's not as bad as it looked. We played away against Manchester United, and we conceded by away goal, or not away, own goal. And Van Persie, you know, he's always good enough. And yeah, just leave your thoughts on the whole situation at the team, my players, transfers, and my team tactics as well. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time.